What was the reason you first contacted Planning by Design?
Okay, so our initial reason for contacting Planning by Design was because we were thinking about purchasing a property in the form of a chapel with a view to converting it to residential. We were at that point unsure how to take that forward because we knew it would be tricky navigating this kind of project given the history through the planning process. So we needed professional help with a recognised company who had a good reputation. And actually it was my wife who did the research, finding a company that perhaps could fit what we needed. So she gets credit for that. So yeah, we felt that's how we covered Planning by Design. And I think what happened was it gave us the confidence, knowing that we were in good hands with a professional company. Having done the research, we were confident that they could deliver for us.
Did you have a planning appraisal with us, and if so, how was it?
Yeah, we had a feasibility appraisal, which we found very useful. I mean, I think that part of it probably was quite simple. We possibly could have done that ourselves. But having said that, we wanted the confidence from somebody else to say yes, that it's a good project. There's no reason why it shouldn't go through. So the reason we again contacted Planning by Design was for that confidence. And yeah, pretty much on the basis of the appraisal, we decided to go ahead with the purchase, because at that point we hadn't actually purchased the property, so it gave us confidence.
What made you decide to instruct Planning by Design?
Okay, so we decided to instruct Planning by Design for a number of reasons. The very first contact, we felt they were very good at responding. There was no time gap between questions, there was no time gap between emails or phone calls. We had a very good response. So I use that as a good yardstick for a company that can be trusted. I initially dealt with a lady called Cara, I believe, who explained everything in detail. She made it very simple, uncomplicated, so we understood the process. Any questions we had were dealt with very quickly, and nothing was too much trouble, to be fair. Anything we required or needed, she was always there. So very professional, and we liked the execution. It was first class.
What services did Planning by Design help you with?
Planning by Design carried out our plan appraisal. They took us through the project from the start to the finish. So this included drawings, it included layouts of the project, it included renderings. So pretty much the whole process, we relied on Planning by Design to get us through.
Did you have a site visit or a remote survey, and how did this work out?
We didn't actually have a site survey or a remote survey, because to be fair to Planning by Design, they advised that it was probably not beneficial to do that from a cost point of view, because they couldn't see any reason why we needed to do it. So we took their advice, and good advice it was too. So we saved a few pounds. So yeah, it was good advice.
How was your overall experience with Planning by Design?
So I would say that our experience with Planning by Design was a very positive one. I believe it's their ability, their flexibility, and their approach to work with your project helps massively. It's quite refreshing actually to have a company that listens to your views and listens to your ideas, because we had plenty. And our project was a difficult one to navigate, but thanks to Planning by Design, we were successful with our application. So, and I think it's a credit to them.
Do you have any advice for anyone else considering a new project?
It is to understand it, understand what you want from it, and don't let the ideas lose themselves in translation, and take on board advice. Secondly, I'd also say is to have a plan B, because it doesn't always work out the first time, so it's always good to have a plan B. That would be my advice.
And finally, would you use us again and recommend us to others?
So we will be using Planning by Design again for our next project when we've completed this one. No question about that. I think it's important to build those relationships, to gain trust and an understanding of each other. So the more times you work together, the better it will be, I think. So I think that's important. And for sure, I would recommend Planning by Design 100%. Absolutely.